This is the way. Hey, what's up, interwebs? My name's David, and you are chilling with Schilling. All right, talking about spoons from a couple videos ago. Just want to throw it out there today. I wanted to record this video about 6 hours ago. Yeah, about 6 hours ago. I'm just recording it now. You guys can't tell because I'm using good lighting and stuff like that, but it's getting pretty dark out. It's kind of gray and gloomy and rainy. It's my day off, and I'm bored. I don't like not doing things. It's hard to just sit with my own mind, but it's important. I watched a video on the internet from this professor, doctor guy. Essentially, what he was saying was ADHD is the disconnect between thinking and doing. I take that one step further and equate ADHD like walking through mud. It is hard work to get through the day when you're stuck walking through mud. But it's possible. It's doable. And it's important that we do. Because if we don't, we get stuck and we sink and we're trapped. But if we push through, we can make it. We can do what we want to do, what we set out to do. Might take us a little bit more time. In this case, 6 hours on my day off. But I got to post a video today, which I didn't do last week. So there we go. Consistency is important. Building habits and routines are important. They say that it takes 28 days to build a routine, to build a pattern. I say that's a lot of codswallop. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say that's what it is. It is an ongoing struggle for someone like me to build patterns and routines, which is weird because I like structure. I like having the same thing happen at the same time. But it's hard to fit something new in. Really, really is. It's hard to be spontaneous sometimes. And it's really hard being self-employed because I'm riding a wave of drive and ambition. Some days it's amazing and I want to get so much done and I am so productive, and other days I just want to sit around and do nothing. And while it's important to recharge your batteries and to reset yourself so you have the energy to get through daily life, it's also important to push and to get things done. And trying to find that balance is very hard sometimes. Very hard. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing. And I want to see what I can get done. Might take me a little longer than most people, but I'll still get it done. Quick little David update. I know I usually do that at the beginning of the episode, but I'm doing it now because I feel like it. A couple big things to update you guys on. First and foremost, today is the day I found where the micro SD card goes in my Nintendo Switch. Yeah. I found it. It's all that matters. Which means I can download more games onto my Nintendo Switch, which means I can play more games on my Nintendo Switch, which means I can actually use and play my Nintendo Switch. I'm excited. Along those same lines, I upgraded my cell phone. I wanted a phone with amazing camera capabilities, and I got one. Super happy, super excited. It's going to be great. I'm going to be able to do some great behind-the-scenes photos and videos for you guys, post them onto my Instagram. Going to try using my Snapchat a lot more and post onto there. I'm going to be maybe I might cut together some highlight videos and post it on here just because I can. But yeah, on top of that, I got myself a watch, fancy smartwatch. Whoop, whoop, boom. I'm already used to wearing it. I like it. It's fun. It's great. It keeps my eyes open to the amount of exercise or lack of exercise I get. It's a little bit rude though. I feel like it's calling me fat by sitting around for too long. With that, I can also control the camera on my phone with my watch, which is super duper amazing. Gives me even more chances to take some behind the scenes photos and things like that and be able to post it right away onto my social media so you guys get some sneak peeks. Speaking of social media, guys, if you haven't already, check out my website, Chilling.with.Schilling.com. Please check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's a little bit more all-encompassing, and I haven't worked on it in a little while, so I do want to update it with some more photos, get some more acting videos of me up, some behind-the-scenes stuff maybe, and post it up on my website. I will also be keeping you guys updated with things, events. We'll go with events. I want to keep you guys updated with events that I'm throwing up on my website as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm going to have a birthday party event coming soon. I am also going to have a very special event sometime in November. So keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. On my website, chilling.with.Schilling.com. Brand new, lots of work to do that still needs to be done, but it's a start. All right, guys, on to the protein and carbs of this video. Recently, I have been fairly down, low. I've kind of plateaued a little bit, and I see a lot of people who I've helped a lot in varying degrees achieve success. That's a good thing. Normally that would be a great thing. But when you get too successful too quickly, you start to forget where you came from, which is odd. But you forget about the struggle you once had, which is mostly a good thing and can be completely a good thing if you remember those around you. My uncle had a saying, the people who stepped on you on the way up don't deserve to be caught on the way down. Now, I just picture somebody falling off a ladder, and in that case, please, please, please catch somebody on the way down. But when it comes to life in general, use it more as a metaphor instead of literal. Catch people if they're literally falling. Maybe not if they're metaphorically falling. Challenge is, these people I once considered friends. So there's a big part of me that still wants to help them regardless. But I know I shouldn't. See, they started getting a fan base, forgot about me as a friend, as a professional. And that hurts. They chose their fans over me. Really brought me down. Like, a lot. But I pushed through the mud. Now I wish them well. I wish them all the success in the world. And I hope they keep it. I really do. Because the farther up you climb, the longer of a fall you got back down to the bottom. And I don't want anybody I know to hit rock bottom. Same with that guy that flew too close to the sun. Icarus! Icarus, I'm smart! Fly too close to the sun, your wings are gonna melt. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that turning point. Most people can get there right away. You forgot about me? Well, I forget about you. I can't do that. And I don't know if it's because I'm neurodivergent. I don't know if it's because I'm a bit of a people hoarder. I don't know. I don't know if it's a combination of all of it, of everything that's going on up here. But I don't like to cut ties with people. Even though when I do, I feel amazing afterwards. More streamlined. I can pursue my goals faster without having to focus my energy on all this negativity that's surrounding me. But it's still hard to do, just like building routines. It's hard to do, but I'm still celebrating it as a victory. That I was able to let that energy go, able to let that negativity go. Couldn't do it in the moment, but that's okay. So for those of you listening that have mental health struggles, or who have a hard time letting go of people, or who tend to take things like myself very personally, just know it's better when you don't, and if you do, work hard to let it go. You gotta let it go. And that takes a lot of work. I went through cognitive behavioral therapy, and I say that very slow because it's very hard to say. Cognitive behavioral therapy. There we go. A little bit faster. Anyways, I went through CBT, and it was life-changing. It taught me how to objectively view my own thoughts. And I've learned to separate my mental health from the real world, which is an important step. Because now I can let the stuff from the mental health side of things that isn't real, the stuff that I'm making up, the stuff that I am perceiving to be worse than it really is, I can work to change that. Sometimes I do puzzles and mazes backwards, mazes especially. Start from the other end, and I find that easier sometimes. I do the same thing with my thought patterns, my thought process. If I'm thinking too negatively about something, I take a couple steps back and try hard to think in a less extreme way. And it takes time, and sometimes I fail horribly at it, but it's important to get back up and to keep trying, because it gets easier. You start seeing patterns in the maze. You start seeing loose ends to the knot, pieces of string that aren't quite as tight as the rest of it, and it makes it a lot easier to undo something that you thought would be stuck with you forever. I spent years hanging on to life by a thread, so I can't tell you how important it is to walk yourself back when things seem impossible and dire. And always have somebody's opinions who you trust. Because if you trust someone that's not you, they can help a lot. I have 3 people that I turn to whose opinions of myself I listen to above my own. Because I know I'm so hard on myself. So anytime I feel like I am being hard on myself, I reach out for clarification, for validation. And it goes a long way to hear that outside perspective on who you are. That's a big part of why I do photography. It's to show people what they look like to me. I get to know them. I get to have laughs and jokes and chats with them while we're shooting. Get people nice and comfortable, and they show me their true self, and that's my favorite part. Showing someone what they look like and have them look and say, that's not me. Puts a big smile on my face every time. I was having a chat with someone today, and an idea I had a long time ago, a wish, a dream that I had, came back to me. I'm feeling driven again. Baby steps, one step at a time. But it ties into the event that I want to do in August. And by August, I mean November. August is a personal time. I ain't running no events in August. But it gave me a really good idea. A light bulb moment clicked. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do with it, if I can do anything with it at all. But with that said, I have been making some great connections with people, and I'm excited to see where those go. And that's the advantage of cutting people out of your life. The people who are no longer worthy to be in your life. The people who are holding you back, dragging you down, sucking all the positive energy out of you. Once you get rid of those people and you start moving on your own path, you're going to find so many like-minded individuals who will just flourish with you and help you grow. People who want to see your success and in turn will help you get it. I'm starting to get there myself, and the more people from my past that I let go of, the faster I'm able to go. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to admit that you're wrong about others, about yourself. Take that step, that first step. Make it as small as you need to. When I get into the lake for the first time, I always usually go slowly. Put my feet in, experience how freaking cold the water usually is because I am in Canada. Let my feet go numb or get used to the water, whichever comes first. Then you work your way out, slowly but surely, stopping at the knees, at the belly button, the nipples, the armpits, and then finally dunk under. Progression. Life needs that progression as well. Don't be afraid to test the waters. See what it's like and stop. Get used to your new surroundings. Get used to it before moving on. All right, guys, that's it for me. I have other things that I need to do that I'm not going to do today because ADHD. So I'll leave you guys with this. Again, with this. PS. Stay tuned for some pretty cool collabs coming very, very soon. So make sure you guys check out next video, and don't forget, tell your friends.